Hey guys, this is Matt. I'm at F4 Growth, and this is just a quick video going over the email copywriter role and some further details that you need before applying. So just to highlight what the job is here, we are going to be writing compliments to people as openers for the cold emails that our business sends. So our business does a lot of outreach for us and other agencies to help us get more revenue and help our clients get more revenue by getting more clients. So the way we do this is we send out email campaigns that are personalized. So this helps us, get better open rates, get more interest. So the structure of a cold email would look like something like this. We'd have hey name, and then we'd have the compliment. So the person would see this compliment in the email preview and then open our email, be more likely to open our email. So as you can see, this compliment is probably the thing that's highlighted in yellow here is probably the most important part of our email outreach campaigns. This compliment is going to set the tone for the rest of the email. If we give them a good compliment, they're going to want to read on to the rest of the email and then potentially work with us. I mean, if it's a bad compliment, we're not going to get a good response. So as you can see, this role is very important for the success of our outreach campaigns. This is probably the most important part of our business outreach. So as you can see, like this is going to be, you're only going to be writing this line here. So you're going to be writing a lot of them. We're going to send you a list of leads, and you are going to be writing the line for each one. So here's what we want these compliments to look like. These need to be genuine compliment. You need to find something interesting, cool, or like that's something that you need to compliment them on. That it can't just be about their business. It needs to be about something that no one else is finding. We want you to go on their website, their LinkedIn, podcast, articles they wrote. It just can't be a run-of-the-mill compliment like I like your website or something like that. It needs to be something genuine. So the example I used here is when to find this, I went on the James's website and I looked at their case studies, and I noticed that they increased a client's traffic by 662% with no ad spend. That's extremely impressive. The way they did the organic marketing was very well done, and it shows in their client results. So I complimented them on that. So it has to be something genuine, and it has to be something unique. And the next aspect of these compliments that's really important is that they have to be conversational. You should be able to say the compliment out loud, and it will sound like something you would say to someone in real life. You can't just be some stuffy corporate email. It needs to sound like something you'd say to them in person. No stuffy language or filler words. So if you go back and read this sounds something you would say to someone in person if you were genuinely complimenting them. Hey James, the case study where you increased the client's traffic by 662% with no ad spend was impressive. This must have done wonders for the client's business. That's conversational. It's not too wordy. The sentence flows well, and like I said before, it's unique and genuine. And the final thing I want to note here is that even though it's conversational, it should still be pretty casual. You shouldn't be, nothing inappropriate, no curse words. There's a fine line between casual and professional, and I'm going to give you some examples of ones that you can learn from and see, just kind of see where to draw the line. Last thing I forgot to mention here is that short and sweet, 2 sentences max, and they should flow smoothly. That's why I use the dash here. There's different ways to make it flow but good, but you'll obviously be writing these, so you already know that. How you're going to write the compliments. I mentioned this briefly before, but I'm going to provide you LinkedIn accounts for pretty much every single lead I want you to write for a compliment for. So you're going to take the LinkedIn accounts, and then you're going to go on there. You're going to look at LinkedIn posts. You're going to look at their company posts, company website, case studies, blog posts, social media, articles, podcast appearances. I mean, you're not going to be spending too much time on these. Each one's going to take you about, probably ideally 3 to 6 minutes on the first pass. But what you're going to do is you're going to take all this content, find something to hone in on. You're going to write the compliment, read it out loud, proofread it for grammar, spelling, and unnecessary words. And then, after you've written all of them, you're going to go over them again and, proofread them for a second time. So 3 times would be the ideal amount of proofreading. So now I'm just going to switch over to, I have a list here, just going over some first lines. So this will kind of look like what I'm going to send you. Some of this stuff is it's hidden just so you can't see their email and copy it. But I'm going to send you a LinkedIn URL. It's going to have their job title, their name, and then just a little description here. Like this one specifically, he's been pretty vocal about Section 230, which is about censorship on social media. So I complimented on that. It takes a lot of courage to say something like that on social media to a large audience, you know? Talking about their latest blog post, how they're giving away so much value, complimenting a case study, how they made a small, big difference for a local construction company. Complimenting one of their marketing strategies, their 5-point approach to doing business with clients, you know, building trust. Congratulating them on winning an award. They became a Google Premier Agency last year. So that's a really big accomplishment that shows that they're experts with Google Ads. Complimenting them on work they did with a company again. So the case study is a really good one. But I want you to notice how none of these start with I. They usually start with you or your. We want to make sure it's centered on them, not you. So that's a really big, that's a really important part of this here. So yeah, this is just an example here. I can go over some more. This, I complimented them on something that was on their website. It was just a little blurb that made me laugh. You know, it's like I said, it's casual and conversational. So that's the gist of that. Okay. So final thing here, before you apply, I want you to, you know, watch this video, read through everything I wrote here on this page, and then I'm going to have you write one for my friend Sam. So this, you should be able to find him. He has a good profile. There's a lot of stuff for him for you guys to write something on it here. So you just go through his profile, pick something. He makes posts. He has articles. He has websites. You can. This is gonna be a test. I want you to go on his profile, find something to write about, and then write me one. And then finally, I want you to include this word here in your cover letter, so I know that you watched this video and read through everything. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. All right. Thank you.